Heilman, Hackatronics.
Hey everyone. The other day, me and my wife pulled into the driveway and attempted to open the garage door with the garage door opener, and it wouldn't work. So since this didn't work to open the garage door, I got out of the vehicle and attempted to enter the code here, and still it wouldn't work. So we ended up having to unlock the door manually, go quickly turn off the security system, and open the garage door from the inside. And in order to get the garage door to actually open, we had to use the wall-mounted control, which is hardwired to the actual garage door opener. So that worked just fine. Then I proceeded to change out the battery inside the garage door opener. It still didn't work. And yeah, I figured, okay, we got some kind of RF emission, which is preventing the signal from the garage door opener to get to the garage door motor. The first thing I thought to turn off was my plasma ball. It's pretty cheaply made, so I was like, well, it's a pretty high amount of voltage there, so that could be causing interference with the garage door opener. And so I unplugged that. Still had the problem with the remote control not opening the garage door. So after scratching my head for a while trying to figure out what could be blocking it, I was like, okay, well, what's changed recently? And the only thing that I could think of was that day that we came back, I had turned this on. This is the Aroma Diffuser, which operates using an ultrasonic transducer to evaporate the water and essential oils inside the cavity here. I unplug it, and then I go back out to the garage, and I try the garage door opener, and the door opens right up. And I go to use the wall-mounted code entry. It worked. Okay, so I did try moving the diffuser to a different room, roughly 30 feet away from where it was. It did reduce how much the diffuser was affecting the remote control for the garage door, but I still had to get closer to the door than I normally would in order to get the door open. So yeah, not really thrilled with that. So from now on, I'm just going to have to turn this thing off when I leave the house. And in case you're running into any other issues, or you think you might be having an issue with your Aroma Diffuser, this is the one that we got. It's the model made by HLS. It's the top seller on Amazon right now, and it does do a good job of aerosoling the water and the essential oils and making the room smell more pleasant. Yeah, it's good for that, but it does radiate quite a lot of RF, and I'll show you that with a spectrum analyzer if you're interested. Okay, so I have the spectrum analyzer set up to measure between 380 megahertz and 400 megahertz. The garage door opener operates at 390 megahertz, so that'll be right in the middle there of the spectrum analyzer. And I'll just demonstrate that now. So you can see there's quite a definite spike right in the middle, and that's the 390 megahertz at which the garage door opener remote operates at. Now I'm going to let that die down there. Alright, so you remember what you saw when I pressed the garage door opener remote. Now let me just turn on the ultrasonic diffuser. And you can see there's a massive amount of noise across the entire frequency range being measured on the spectrum analyzer. being generated by the Aroma Diffuser, which is very much unacceptable according to FCC Part 15, which pretty much states your device cannot interfere with the operation of another device. Now, let me just zoom in closer on the spectrum analyzer so you have a better idea of what's going on. Alright, like I stated before, the garage door opener remote operates at 390 megahertz, so I'm pressing that button now, and you can see that definite spike at 390 megahertz roughly. And I have the green set up, the green tray set up just to have a longer persist on the frequency, just so you have a better viewing of it. Alright, I'm going to do a little experiment here. I'm going to turn on the diffuser, which is very close to the spectrum analyzer. So there we have the noise being generated. And I'm going to walk, I'd say about 60 feet away with the remote, hold down the button, and then come into the room. And we'll see where that level is as I come back into the room. I believe that the signal will actually only start to appear once I get within 5 feet of the spectrum analyzer. Alright, so here I am coming up to the desk, and there you go. There's the spike from the garage door opener. Okay, well, I hope you found that interesting. I'm not saying that all aroma diffusers will generate this amount of noise. I think this was actually just a poorly designed output circuit on the transducer. The ultrasonic transducer, typically you'll have components on the output that will reduce any kind of secondary emission. I don't think this is inherent to the ultrasonic diffuser. So anyway, hope you found that interesting. Take care, guys.